Hello, my name is Laura Wogozogan, and I will be your instructor for elementary statistics this summer. This is our Canvas shell for our class that we have, and this is the welcome page, your home page. So if you go to your home page, click on modules, you'll be linked to our notes along with some review assignments and then also the notes that are filled in for you guys to reference. This is separated by units. If you notice, Unit 1 is chapters 1 through 4, and that's the first exam material that we will have for our exam. Also on the home page, we have a link for announcements, and I will send out weekly checklists for you guys along with other random announcements, and make sure that you have your notifications set to receive these. In order to do that, you need to go to your profile and click on notifications and change your settings. In addition to this, we also have our assignments, syllabus, modules, grades, and discussions linked on the left-hand side. So I want to go ahead and take a second to look at grades. If you go to grades, you will notice that you are given a score and an out of amount along with a status for what you have submitted. In addition, I want you guys to realize that your grades are weighted, meaning that there's different percentages for each of these different categories that we have. And if you notice, exams and your final exam account for most of your grade. Discussions are also on here. The first discussion that we have for this week is going to be introducing yourself. And introducing yourself, it's going to have some questions for you to answer. I went ahead and answered it first, and so you guys can read through that, get to know me, and then also respond with your answers. In addition, on discussions, you will notice that there's another one for study groups. This says that if you're interested in working with other students, to leave your name and an email address, preferably your Mount SAC email address, and then that way you guys have different students in the class that you can reach out to and study with. From here, we also have assignments. Assignments is going to list all of the different assignments that you have, including assessment. And if you click on these, so the first one I want to look at with you guys is going to be our Chapter 1 lecture video. And the video is going to pull up for you guys. You are going to go ahead and push play on the video. And the video is going to follow the notes that are posted in the module section for Chapter 1 for this case. And so you're going to go ahead and follow along with my notes. I'm going to be lecturing, and you're going to fill them in just like as you were in class. The video is going to stop at random spots and ask you guys different questions to answer. Do the best that you can. And at the end of the video, it's going to ask you if you've watched the entire video, which you would have if you've gotten to that point. Make sure to select yes so that you receive your credit for watching the lecture video. We also have homework links on here for assignments, and if you click on your homework link, you will notice that this is going to pop up for each assignment. You can resume if you've already started it or start the assignment if you haven't yet begun. If you click on this, the first assignment question is going to pull up, and you will notice that you have a different option to select the different questions. The other thing I want you guys to notice is that there are hints down here at the bottom to kind of help you. Sometimes there's video hints or examples, or it will link you to a different textbook, a free textbook for you guys to make some references with. And then you guys are going to hit submit question. You have unlimited attempts to try each homework problem. Just remember that the homework has a due date and to get started on it earlier because they are long since this is a summer course and it moves rather quickly. In addition, another assignment that you guys are going to have on here, you'll notice is chapter quizzes. In chapter quizzes, if you click on that, it says this assignment is locked until June 24th at 10 a.m. And so that is when it is set to open. And then those are going to be due by Saturday, and we will go over that later when we look at the syllabus. In addition to this, you'll also have links for projects and also for exams when those are coming up. So the syllabus has all the due dates on here. There's also a calendar on the right-hand side for you guys to look at. When you click on the PDF link up above, The syllabus will show up. It has all the information about the class as well as my email address, our class meeting times, and a course description, the textbook, required material, and prerequisites. The textbook is not necessarily required since we are going to be using online homework. The prerequisites are a little bit different now with AB 705. We have student learning outcomes, course measurable objectives. I'll let you guys look at those on your own. My Open Math is what we are using to do homework, quizzes, and exams. There is information there there's a link there for help, along with a phone number if you have any tech help that you would need. Next thing on our syllabus is the homework, and you're responsible for your own homework assignments. Again, you can try each problem unlimited amount of time until you get the problem correct. You guys can always try to look at those hints, reach out to classmates, or also ask me for help. We also will talk about the T-Mark and other tutoring services that are available to you on campus. Homework is going to be open for you guys, but it is going to be due on the Saturdays for the week at 11:59 p.m. The due dates are also posted on Canvas as well as on the syllabus. Notes. It's your responsibility to fill these in completely. The lecture videos are going to go through the notes as well as our mini Zoom lectures. If you do not have a printer, you are able to use a tablet or lined paper. Our mini lectures are going to run from 7:30 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. on the dates listed on the syllabus, and we'll look at that in a minute. We're going to have individual online My Open Math chapter quizzes. They are timed quizzes. When you go to start them, it will give you how long you have for each quiz. Make sure to keep track of that time. Projects we'll discuss more as that gets closer to a due date. We're going to have 2 different projects that we will be working on. Exam and final exam, there's going to be 3 different exams that are going to cover the units that are presented in the module section. And they're also going to have the due dates for those exams are going to be listed on the last page of your syllabus. If you have any special test taking needs, make sure you talk to me outside of class about this very early in the semester so I'm aware of it. And a comprehensive final exam will be on Wednesday, July 29th, so keep that date available. The final exam will not be given early or late for any student. Our grade distribution, again, grades are weighted, so if you look at this, the bulk of your grade is coming from exams and a final exam, so keep that in mind as you're working on all of your material. We have tutoring services available through the T-Mark as well as the ASAC. Here's the information for the T-Mark. Absence and drop policy. Since our class is online, it's a little bit different. An absence is counted as not watching the lecture video or completing a homework assignment. So if you miss 3 of those, then you're going to be dropped from the class. Again, if something happens, please email me, and I will also be in contact with you before I drop you from the course. In addition, you will be dropped if you fail to take any exam without talking to the instructor before the exam start time, so keep that in mind. If you must miss a class, it's your responsibility to watch the recorded Zoom lectures, so those will be recorded. Makeup lectures are not given outside of class. Calculators. We will be using a graphing calculator for this class, preferably a TI-83 or 84. My lecture notes are going to go through with using a TI-84. They are expensive and we don't have the T-Mark to be able to use to borrow them. So Graph and Calc is an app that's really good for Apple devices, and Wabbit Emu can be installed on Android devices. It's also one that you can download on your PC. There's the link. Student honesty. If you're caught cheating on any part of an exam, it will be given a 0. Likewise with quizzes or projects. Accommodations for disabilities is using Access. There's their information there to reach out to them. The last page on our syllabus is going to have the weeks, the dates that those weeks are occurring, the lecture videos that you need to watch, the Zoom mini lecture dates, and what is due. So for week 1, chapters 1 and 2, the lecture videos need to be watched before 7:30 a.m. on Monday, 6/22. And chapter 3 and 4 has to be watched before 7:30 a.m. on 6/24, which is Wednesday. Zoom mini lecture dates, we will have 2 on week 1. From thereafter, it's going to be just 1 Zoom mini lecture date. And so we will cover chapter 1 and 2 on Monday, 6/22, and chapters 3 and 4 on Wednesday, 6/24. Homework 1 and homework 2 are both due by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Chapter quizzes are going to open on Wednesdays, and they will close on Saturday. So you have 4 different chapter quizzes to complete that first week. And if you look at week 2, you'll notice exam 1 is going to cover chapters 1 through 4. And that date for that exam is going to be on June 30th. And we will discuss exams when it gets closer to that date. In addition, you'll notice the chapter quizzes every single week, homework every single week, along with projects. And you'll notice your final exam on that last day of class, which is going to be July 29th. So again, take the time to look through all of the material that's presented on our Canvas site, along with the syllabus. And email me if there's any questions. Again, for week 1, we need to get started on watching the videos for chapter 1 and for chapter 2 before class on Monday, June 22nd.